This time, though, things have changed with Stark Industries on the map. He's claiming things and getting to fighting very, very early. Him and Chap actually dropping side by side, and Chap is sent back to the lobby.
I love this drop from Cease of Chap, who's healing, trying to take a big pot with no idea that he's going to come swinging through that door. tabsG also having the same type of scenario. A wall placed through the door, and now Cease is on the chase. Down the stairs does tabsG go, and does he escape? Yes, for the time being, but he's underneath, and there's no way to go right now, just a shockwave away, maybe two. And I think that one missed. tabsG, no more mats. Cease, all he has to do is finish him off, and he does, in style.
Cease owning and making sure that every single plan of contingency is in action. This is not going to be a player. It's sometimes hard to tell if you can't hear the audio cues coming down, but Cease just has to make sure. Has a 50 to pop, and he controls the majority of this side of Starks.
And he does. Only a pistol for long range. Gonna be quite uncomfortable. We hear the unibeam go off. That means the other player in towards the lab is actually starting to engage. That's Neon. Frappi also looming and falling directly on this position. Cease spots him and might have perfect timing here to catch Frappi off. They trade damage. Neon's still alive, but Frappi gets the siphon. They're in the box. Cease will already get the cone and the floor. A bot from the backside. Frappi on West. This will be difficult to actually hold against Cease. Twice in a row, he gets on the backside of the stair. The edit, though, and quick stare from Cease, but there's another player who comes flying through. It's Zealous, all the way from the hangar. And now Frappi's gotten time, but he breaks and at least interrupts that potion being taken by the other side, and there you go. A nice big pump will end things off. And the helipad, he's got him back against the wall. There's no place to shockwave from here, and an LMG will make so quick work of the materials. He doesn't care if there's a shotgun shot traded. There's the card, and there's the vault. It's gonna be open for Claw very fast.
Question is, not even the question. The one thing I've kind of noticed is that although this LMG is so powerful, not many people are keeping it all the way to endgame. I think it's just because of the option of that gold AR.
There we go. He's in the car. He's gone. Up further north, potentially still some loot available in the gas station over there. Slacks has gotten the elim off of Lazy Lake, and maybe still some loot to have. Acorn, who's on the backside of the top 20 list. It's a nice boogie bomb play within the same box. That's always risky. You could always have the chance of boogie bombing yourself regardless. He knows. He's ready. Zone turns. No,
He needs gas. He needs gas.
No! Gas you will find. The catch is quickly up to Acorn. He's using so many crash pads right now. Already 2 spent. Acorn on the back foot. He did get literally rammed. Now Slack's gonna make the other edit. Yes, fully boxed. Acorn is down, and Slacks, after a joyride, is gonna get so much back in this. More shockwaves. You could have the...
Almost. Never mind. Fight is still on and live. They are literally using all their mats. What do you gain from this? Bouncers, I guess. Nice.
Yeah, it's 3. A couple upgrades to... I don't know who engaged in this fight, but regardless, they were both taking it. So he's letting it happen. He is being coached by Arab today. Here it goes. Snake is inside. A big 72 tag. And all of a sudden, he almost gets the wall. Almost gets the side too, but Snake is out. Back over. And yes, he lands right where Snake is going. One more shot will do the trick. And he's got it. 120. A brilliant trap set. And Calc is now also.
All's making sure he keeps tabs of players first. But as noticed, doesn't really key them too often. It was endgame in terms of switching layers where Spicy had a lot of his issues, but it was a sniper rifle that was the hottest in his inventory.
Uzi will get the spoils, I think. No, he's not in yet. Spicy will go in. Wow. Not the play I expected, but at least he's actually gathered the loot now. And potentially the shockwaves too might drop. Yes, the sniper. No, he picks up attack SMG by accident. That's not what he wanted at all. No AR either. He retakes the wall, but Uzi still pressuring forward.
That's a replay again of Calc on the bottom left. Flips is in a very uh-oh situation and gets tagged in by Zealous for the last shot. Everyone's on the left side right now of this zone. Off a hill on the right is who I'm interested in. Barely too. A lot of the zone is not really claimable at all. Going slightly up a hill, it's gonna be very hard to just kind of move in and get a base there. Everyone's gonna be on top of each other. Uzi with a big shot. Not so lucky today, Lucker, but there still is some open area for people to see and shoot. Slack still using this opportunity to relocate across the circle. There's a bunch of people who have no shields and no save. A lot of things happening around them. Fernando, though, is still isolated in his own box. And now that zone does appear, it's going back down into Weeping towards the mountain at the same time as well.
42 players alive, 6 zone. About to start moving. Fernando did pick up something off of that rotation, and still 2 shockwaves to spend. He's going to use that to get across, but these trees do cause trouble for players and their mobility. Are going to be a couple shots fired. Yes, onto Claps. Well done from him, and he dives in the box. Gives it a little moments for Claps to breathe, and then goes in. Claps thinks that all pressure is done, but instead it's not. They're not up to pick anything up with that last shockwave. Now he has to go fully on foot, and there's no more mobility for Fernando to rely on. One crash pad through the box, though, that will get him over and closer to that 6th zone, but he's not there yet.
No one really is on height in this zone, which is so interesting. Everyone just choosing to move forward instead of choosing to have control. Then Fernando with another big pickup box to box. These wood walls so easy to claim, maintain, and put pressure down over. Uzi's right above him by 1 layer, but it's Kula all the way up top now, who realizes he can put down a little bit of punishment on the rest of the server. He's getting focused, though, by someone else all the way down on low ground. Fernando taking some pressure while Miro moves in. And he's so low now, Fernando. Just a sliver of HP. The last chug splash and a few minis will keep him alive.
Uzi, meanwhile, did push and pressure off height. Now he's fighting with Hen for it. Hen is going to go up again, a crash pad, and Uzi goes off too. So that impactful moment now gone. It's going over this central mountain. Fernando, while rising, takes a couple shots. Meanwhile, Miro will take out Vetify. 3 elims now for him. Looking forward, is there space for him to work? Yes, there is. That's what he decides. And continuing to get up and over. Diego GB on his right. He gets the cone over, quickly transitions to another layer. Top 15 now. Styx is in this game too. Similar players for sure. Who's on height right now? I think it might be Mickey. No, there's still 2 players up above right now. They're on their own. And it's Uzi who's pressuring down. So those 2 stories are what I'm looking at, though. Miro in the bottom right, 1 big pump and follows up with an AR shot.
Miro with 4 eliminations, and he's looking for his next one soon. Has me to be next to his box on one side, but his strafe was going to be going down. A bouncer sends him across the zone, and Uzi will not be able to even take 1 shot just yet. He's still building, reloading, and preparing that extended magazine for more sprays. Miro, though, has position on the server, a sight line, a shooting gallery, basically. He's taking no damage. Uzi picks one up from the top, and Fernando goes down to Slacks. Dusky's taken out too. Now Miro, no more big shots of mobility left. It's just going to be him, his pump, his mission, his positioning, and he finds Mickey from the backside. Doom's Domain taken out. Miro claims not only the materials, but the position, and there's 4 people left to end off this game down to 3 as Flea Split takes out Slacks.
And up to height, Miro goes. He gets the cone onto Uzi. No more room for him to go, and he'll get up, but a shockwave will push him back down. C-Split, meanwhile, shooting off on the backside. Miro puts himself in between both of them. Now C-Split gets the cone again, just like Miro did to Uzi moments ago. A chug splash remaining. Yes, 1 more, and this is it. The shotgun shot to end the entire game. The 1v1 situation played absolutely perfectly.
Okote in first place with 300 points. And I do want to point out here that he has an average placement of 3. So this guy right here doing what he can to stay in the game. Eliminations not that important to him because these placements are putting him above the rest. But it's going to be Derpy is fishing. Oh, just kidding. I'm looking at a different name.